Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come through in this reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through with the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Six of Pentacles. And we've got some earth sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Virgo or a Taurus or even a Capricorn. And we have the World. And we have the King of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a lot of forward movements, especially career-wise. I do feel like this energy does feel very independent. So it does also feel like being able to actually be in a space where it's truly fulfilling for you on a personal level. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, it does feel like an energy of actually being able to find your footing within it could be in a career or even within a space where it's like you're working on something that means a lot to you, and even self-development. But it does feel like being able to experience, being able to see a lot of strides and forward movements within wherever your focus is. Do you feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy feels successful? But with the Six of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy feels like being able to have a balanced partnership with someone. You do feel like there is a sense of being able to have a very supportive connection with someone, or this person's intentions being to be able to support you. You do feel like you're dealing with someone who is a giver, or someone who wants to be able to give to you in a supportive way. This person wants to be there for you, and I do feel like they want to be able to be someone that you can rely on, you can count on. And I do feel like they could be someone who's quite generous as well, whether it's monetarily or with their time or even with just their energy. But it does feel like this person wanting to give to you. But I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles showing up over here, this feels like also wanting the energy within the connection with you to be balanced. So it does feel like the give and take being something that's prioritized in a balanced way. But the World card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of you being in a space where you do feel like it's like you're ready for the next thing. You're ready for being able to take a step forward, move into it feels like a transition in your life right now, but it does feel like an energy of being ready for it and be prepared for it. And with the World card showing up over here, this does feel like a shift happening, but it feels like a shift happening in a way that's like you're ready for it. So I do feel like anything that is to come, whether it's something different, something new, you are ready for it. And I do feel like with the World card showing up over here, it feels like an energy of being in a space where it's like you're leveling up, you're upgrading. So it does feel like a shift for the better. But the King of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel like could be dealing with this person being someone who is, I do feel like this person is quite successful. They have a lot going for themselves. I do feel like even you also showing up quite successful with the Nine of Pentacles. But with this King of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who I do feel like they want to be able to have a successful connection. And I do feel like them actually really meaning that and being able to show you all the ways in which they mean that. I feel like them being someone who's loyal and also someone who is able to have a stable base, someone who's stable. Do you feel like this person being someone who is also very ready to be able to have a partnership, a pretty serious one that's going to be long term as well? So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Four of Swords and it's in the reverse. And we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Chariot. So we have some more Cancer energy. You could be dealing with another Cancer. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Eight of Wands. So with the Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience things moving quite quickly. I do feel like with the Eight of Wands showing up over here, this also feels like being able to have communication, being something that's picking up. And I do get that there could be a lot of messages coming in, or a sense of things really accelerating and picking up, and that kind of being seen through the communication. But with this Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does also feel like the connection also kind of moving to a space where things feel like there is a sense of, it feels like there's a very heightened energy. I do feel like with this Eight of Wands showing up over here, this energy almost feels like a whirlwind. So it does feel like a lot of this energy of being able to actually have the connection even being something that is being prioritized, being something that happens, and when it does happen, everything moves quite quickly. But with the Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of someone who's in a space where it's like they're ready to be able to have a conversation with you that they may have kind of held within for quite some time. Do you feel like with this Four of Swords showing up here in the reverse, it feels like an energy of someone being ready to be able to speak? And I do feel like there could be also a sense of actually being able to have a pretty productive conversation surrounding something that someone wants to be able to bring up. I do feel like, especially if there has been little contact, it does feel like an energetic person reaching out. And even with the Eight of Wands showing up over here, it does feel like a sense of once you do start talking, there's a lot that comes out. So there's a lot that needs to be addressed or said. But with the Page of Swords showing up over here, this energy feels like being in a space where there is a lot of curiosity. It does feel like a sense of watching someone from a distance, but kind of being in a space where it's like you're quiet about it. It's just like you're just watching and you're trying to figure out what's going on, where this person's mind is at. And this Page of Swords showing up over here shows a lot of curiosity. But with this Chariot card showing up over here again, there's a lot of forward movements. I do feel like, especially if there is any silence, it is going to be temporary. Do you feel like it's like there's a lot that needs to be said, or there's a lot that is desired to be spoken about? With the Chariot card showing up over here, do you feel like there is a sense of things are not going to be held back for very long in this connection? This Chariot card showing up over here is forward movement, and it also feels like an energy of being able to have a connection where it's like you overcome the obstacles. Your connection is strong enough to get past any obstacles or anything that is kind of delaying things on your path, even if it is a sense of kind of being at a distance. But this Chariot card showing up over here, it also feels like travel that someone could be making, or some travel that's on the horizon within this connection. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have give your relationship a chance, forgiving and learning, and we have true love. So with this give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, I do feel like there is a sense of unfinished business over here, something that somebody wants to be able to bring up, or they want to work on this connection, and they do want to be able to work past especially any kind of detours in your connection, or anything that may feel like things have been slowed down. I do feel like there's an energy of this person still holding on and kind of wanting you to give this connection a chance, so to give them a chance, but I do feel like they're not giving up on your connection. And with this forgiving and learning card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where I do feel like there is a lot that you're finding out about this person, or this person's finding out about you, but I do feel like there is a sense of actually being able to have more understanding as a result. And with this forgiving and learning card showing up over here, it also feels like an energy of actually trying to understand a lot of the things that are coming up. And also with this forgiving and learning card showing up over here, I do also feel like an energy of kind of letting go of the past and kind of healing anything that may have felt like it was kind of hindering things in this connection. Do you feel like this does feel like also it's contributing to the forward movements? I feel like there's a sense of needing to work through something, but I do feel like it's not an avoidance when it comes to what needs to be worked on. And I do feel like being able to tackle it head on is opening up it for the future and things moving forward in this connection. You even feel like there could be an apology, or there could be a sense of kind of being in a space where someone is letting go of something from that may feel like it's actually hindering them or closing their hearts in this connection. I do feel like with this true love card showing up over here, that there is genuine feelings over here. I do feel like there is a lot of feelings from this person towards you, or there's a lot of love here, genuinely. And with this true love card showing up over here, so I feel like there's a future for this connection with this World card. It feels like a sense of being able to enter into the next chapter of your lives together, and kind of being open to embracing that together. With the true love card showing up over here, this does feel like longevity being present in your connection, as well as with all of these forward movements, movement energy cards. I do feel like with this Eight of Wands showing up over here, it does feel like things kind of picking up rather quickly. But I do feel like there's a sense of being able to have a stable energy even following that quick beginning, or that quick start to things. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.